or play a role as to how they interact.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
It's amazing.
It's
amazing how they really operate. I've seen it also down from south. I mean, the leopard having youngster, first offspring. What happened? She get pregnant and have the second offspring. That she'll have to push their cubs away. What happens? The hyena killed the second offspring. The mother went back to the first offspring and really interact one another, playing together and be around, hunt and still bring those first offspring on the kill itself. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We haven't get to witness, or we haven't get, in black and white that it can happen, but it can happen. Study more animals here. We have, you learn a lot of things from practically around here without learning from the book itself.
Yeah.
That really is true. Sometimes we don't have this information from the book. Book doesn't tell us, but it still can happen around the area.
And I think that's one of the things that's interesting is for you being able to have gone on so many drives. We were talking about it the other day again. Oh, excuse me. So many of you have been on more drives than a lot of guides. If you think of the amount of time that we spend out there and that you can get on the vehicle whenever you want and see what's going on. So it also, I think, one of the exciting things in the sort of the almost like the social consciousness of people involved with Wild Earth, which you're a very, very important part of, obviously, is that we can observe, as we can have ideas of how it works, and we can have facts, and there's research and so on, and in the end we can observe, and there's a correlation between that. We all communicate about it, we all talk about it, and it's an awareness, and we can see things happening as they happen, more and more so. In other words, not just, it used to be only people that researched wildlife. They lived out in the bush for 3 years, and they didn't contact with anyone, and they just did all the research. Or guides, they only guided, and that's how they knew. But now there's a stage where anyone really, within this area that Wild Earth moves around in, can get to know and make up their own opinions and their own understandings of behavior.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is interesting.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I think we have quoted a lot about leopard for the afternoon. Now, also, audience that join us for the afternoon, they have benefit a lot on the information that we now give.
Sorry, both Rex and myself, we can see. We should give him a name at some stage. But yeah, Rex, sorry.
Yeah, we have given much information more. This is a proper information that really you can go wherever, even from website, you'll never ever come across with. This is the reality of the leopard around in the area. And we have a lot of things that happen during the week that we need to really share with you around the fire here while we're chatting. Like today, what happens on any drive, and this afternoon, the beautiful sightings that we've seen around the area.
Yeah, it's been a good day. It's and just before we forget to mention to you as well, a little bit later, Mateo will come and join as well and chat a bit more about his experiences here. But today, RExon told me this afternoon, I was sort of doing a few other things during the course of the day. But RExon, you said the biggest herd of buffalo you've seen, 1,000 plus, 1,500?
1,500, even more than that. This is amazing, Peter. I haven't seen such a, massive herd like that. And really, when Charles, called in on the radar, I thought, let us go, Alex. I don't believe that. He said on the radio it's 3,500.
Is that what he said?
He said
his estimate.
Yeah, estimation. Which when we get there, because the buffalo, some of them, they're already started to cross into Western section where we have a rise of traversing from Befesu. But really, that it's unbelievable.
And Rex, in the history around you, since you've been here, you don't remember large herds like that?
I haven't had the big herd like that. Once before, we have the biggest herd that used to come here in and out. It was plus minus 600, 500, somewhere there on the line. But today it was very amazing. I haven't seen, I believe, a quarter of a year on that breeding herd of buffalo. It could be over 100 or 200 youngsters that might be born.
Just the youngsters?
Just youngsters.
Yeah, you see, that's interesting. It's almost like a mega herd.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Rex, do you think that's because the rain conditions this last year, we had enough rain, the vegetation is good, but the water is very little. Many dams are empty, like we've seen with Gari water, and that they have to band together to get to water, I presume.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That can happen on that way. And also, a while ago, while remember guiding at Galaga, I've seen, it could be the same herd. The having youngsters, every day it's a business of taking place. Yeah,
it's like a city of buffalo, it's like, Genghis Khan.
The only problem, as Peter mentioned, we have lead rainfall, which we have, the rain that we have here, it we have enough grass, but we don't have enough water around the area. But it could be all the buffalo getting together. I mean, start to live together. We never know what's exactly there. But I believe that herd, it's unbelievable. Wherever it goes, most of the time in the area where it's got a lot of large pride of lands, they might stick behind that herd.
I was just thinking exactly that. I mean, you've got a whole, almost like a ecosystem in itself. We've got so many buffalo. I mean, think of the amount of oxpeckers that live with him,
Yes.
and drongos and kingfishers, and just everything around it. It's just a massive thing. Yeah.
Unfortunately, in the area where we are, the signal was playing a little bit. We were I was very interested. I mean, to come and check around. It's where I believe we might get to see yellow-billed oxpecker on that large breeding herd of buffalo that we saw today. Because most of the time here, I've seen it before. If you find a big herd, is where you can find this yellow-billed oxpecker. Mainly, we only see around the area the red-billed oxpecker. We haven't seen much. I mean, filming that is something that is, I mean, that that species is very, very rare.
Very. I've only seen yellow-billed oxpecker, I think 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And there's also up north that big herd that used to come around, like Nyala Dam, that side, Buffelshoek. So it would be cool. Beautiful birds, eh?
Beautiful.
Very exciting to
lovely.
see them.
It's lovely.
Well, and then another thing that we had some fantastic elephants tonight. RExon and myself spent a bit of time with them afterwards as well, a bit more interaction. Those of you that joined us, I'm sure many of you did. It was a very special drive for both of us. Again, RExon, we've had an interesting couple of weeks where RExon and myself have spent so much time because Alex, who's behind the camera and is adamant about being behind the camera, was on his break and he had an awesome trip. So it was almost like the drive tonight was very special in terms of the experience we had, but also with you guys. The elephant was truly something amazing. We could sit there, spend time with them, and really feel that interest and that intelligence and how they interacted with us. So those of you that did join us, I'm sure you enjoyed it. I'm going to try and see tomorrow, see if I can see some of it again. So many of you are recording a lot of the activities we have out here, and it's really appreciated. It does make a huge difference for us to be able to go back and just quickly on the internet hop on and see your take on things as well. The same with the stills. But RExon, you enjoyed it tonight as well, eh? It's very cool. That elephant a little bit later on.
Yeah. More special elephant on that age. They were very curious with us. I mean, coming to the vehicle. I mean, the other part of that elephant activity that caught my mind is when the youngster come and start to play with the trunk, want to really understand what's going on with us. It could be something, that it was amazing. I also recorded that. You can see the trunk is trying to sniff what's around you. Yeah. That's amazing.
That was very touching.
Beautiful.
And a beautiful setting that as well.
Yeah, I can hear them.
Yeah, we've got a lot of wildlife going on around us. We should actually check. Karula might be at the washing line. The rats running around there. The elephants are breaking branches. It's nice to be in this what is essentially a really special place to all of us. Obviously, this is our home, and to be able to invite you not only on drive with us, but slowly more and more into other spaces of what we do, and vice versa. But being around the fire with you is very special. Rex, I think I'm going to say good night just now. You and Mateo can have a little chat. I'm going to see how it all goes there. I'll see you after the chat. I'm sure we'll sit around the fire a little bit more. From myself, Pieter Pretorius, I'm going to say thank you very much as always for being with us. It's a pleasure to have so many people around the world that are also passionate about wildlife and essentially choose to spend some of their time with Wild Earth and see some of the things out here. See you tomorrow morning on Drive, 6:30. Always times get a bit funny for a new week to start and lots of things to happen. Right, and Mateo's going to come join you.